Recently, Armenian American health professionals organization AAHPO held a welcome back brunch and scholarship award presentation at the Yacht Club in New Jersey. The afternoon gathering began with opening remarks by the president of AAHPO, Dr. Monagerian, who then invited Chris Markosian to read AAHPO's statement.
The mission statement is really just so important. When you look at everything that we do, when you look at what our hard-working board does, everything comes from our very simply worded mission statement. I think it's about 35 words.
AAHPO's mission is to improve healthcare awareness, increase disease prevention and early detection, foster fellowship and career development of Armenian healthcare professionals, and provide medical support and education to both our local communities and Armenia.
Prior to the opening of the official part of the brunch, Larry Najarian asked all the members to stand up and be recognized.
This has been an extraordinary time through COVID, and really without our hardworking board, many of the things that we did to assist the communities, both here and in Armenia, couldn't have taken place.
He then invited newly elected Vice President Dr. Garbi Spaidar to make remarks.
One of the most important functions, which is often overlooked, that's AAHPO's hotline. We do have a hotline where Armenians can call, patients call and ask for advice, ask for referrals. Over the last 2-3 years, we had close to 100 calls. And the number of calls shows how important it is for AAHPO, and also it shows how important AAHPO became in the tri-state area for Armenians.
In his words of appreciation, Dr. Najarian stressed AAHPO members' willingness to help and lead when it comes to serving the community.
Many of you are here today. When I call and ask for advice or help for a patient, it's amazing the leadership these doctors take. They say, have the patient contact me, here's my cell phone, and I'm going to take charge from here. And it's that spirit that really helps so much.
He then introduced AAHPO's newly elected treasurer, Dr. Joyce Kurdian, to address the guests.
I want to tell you about a couple of programs that are available where you can, it's just programs that are available out there where you can end up giving donations to AAHPO. One is called, and it's very easy, one is called Roundup. And it's one of the things where sometimes even when you go to the supermarket, they'll say, do you want to round this up? And you can say yes or no. You can go on the AAHPO website and you tie a credit card to it. So let's say your credit card payment, whatever your payments on that credit card are 50 cents, it'll round it up to the next dollar. That extra amount ends up as a donation to AAHPO. So that's a really simple way. It rounds up all your bills for that monthly payment, and that ends up being a donation. So that's a simple way of helping an organization. Another way, which is really easy, is through Amazon. There's the Amazon program, Amazon Smile, and that's on the AAHPO website too. This is very simple. Over 1 million organizations get donations through purchases that people make on Amazon, and everyone's on Amazon. So if you just go through and click AAHPO as the charity that you want to donate to, 0.5% of everything that you buy, all that proceeds comes to AAHPO as a donation.
Judith Lee, who is in charge of communication of AAHPO, spoke about email and online medical alerts that the organization sends free of charge as a public service.
I have a regular correspondence with a number of the board members and other AAHPO individuals. It's great to see you all. We have a really collaborative effort with our newsletter. We work on putting the content in words that every person can understand. And we send it out once a week, sometimes more, if we have more news. It's really a great gift that AAHPO gives to the community, and I hope that anyone who is interested will go to the AAHPO website. You can sign up for this, and it's absolutely free.
Dr. Deborah Furman, an executive board member, spoke about AAHPO's work providing medical supplies to Armenia.
The task of the Medical Supply Committee was to collect medications, equipment, and supplies and send them to Armenia during the war effort. The diaspora felt a need to donate and to do something, and we really worked in unity. And it was a beautiful thing. So the future of the Medical Supplies Committee pretty much is that Armenia was inundated with supplies. Now they have a rule that first we will need to have a contact at a hospital and someone vouching who will want to accept the supplies. And in the future, we plan to ship supplies as the need arises. Supplies from all over the diaspora were having delays in getting to their final destination. We were involved in a missing steel tub of 143 pounds, and it was donated by the Iranian Red Cross to the Burn Center. We were involved in writing a letter to the Minister of the Diaspora, and 2 weeks later we were lucky to have it found. Not sure really if we had anything to do with having it found. But another task of the Medical Supplies Committee was to answer specific requests from Armenia. A pediatric pulmonologist had requested inhalers for displaced Artsakh children being cared for at Arabgir Hospital. For our wounded soldiers, the neurology working group requested anti-seizure medicines and pain medicines for peripheral neuropathy. So the futures of the Medical Supply Committee, it's when there are specific requests from Armenia, we will have to elicit our network of contacts. And all of that is you. You are the people who know the pharmaceutical people, medical devices, hospital systems. So if you have access to certain supplies or special connections to medications or equipment, please keep us posted. You never know when Armenia and Artsakh might need them in the future.
Following Dr. Furman's presentation, Dr. Monagerian underlined the ongoing need of providing medical equipment and doing lectures in Armenia. He also spoke about AAHPO's continuing education program in Artsakh.
If you ever need to contact us, you can contact info, I-N-F-O, at AAHPO.org or medicalsupplies@AAHPO.org. And these emails go to a number of us so they don't get lost. I think one of the really key things that were said is there's ongoing needs. So if you have relationships, call us first so we can identify those needs for you. So we send what's needed. Sutures are always needed. Ethicon's program is still ongoing, so if any physician is going to Armenia or dentist, let us know because you're qualified to get sutures as donations from Ethicon, and you bring them there and they'll be put to very good use. So again, if you know anyone going to Armenia that's a healthcare provider, please let us know so we can get those sutures to where they're really needed. Also, if any of you are going to Armenia, we do have a visiting professor program. The medical mission program, which Joyce is also responsible for, unfortunately has been on hold due to COVID-related reasons, but we still have relationships. So if you have a skill set and you would like to give lectures or work alongside doctors in the clinic, please give us some advance notice and we can get you the appropriate documentation to participate in the healthcare system there while you're visiting. The healthcare system in Armenia and Artsakh is something that AAHPO has been committed to helping get a better grasp of evidence-based medicine. And one of our premier programs has been our continuing medical education program in Artsakh. We have a fundraiser every year. Our next one is coming up in October. This program has allowed us to provide training to over 80% of the healthcare population in Artsakh. And when you think about how many patients that has impacted, 80% of the physicians in a small place like Artsakh, you have a tremendous impact on the healthcare system and healthcare delivery. This program has been in progress for over 10 years. It just gets better and better. In fact, joining us today is someone you're going to meet in a few minutes, our scholarship winner, who actually did an assessment of the impact of that program there as well.
The highlight of the event was the announced Monagerian Family Scholarship in collaboration with AGBU. Dr. Monagerian asked other families to sponsor future scholarship and introduced this year's scholarship award recipient, Erin Babalia.
We're very, very fortunate to now have the AAHPO Monagerian Scholarship. It's something that my family feels very strongly about, and we do it in conjunction with the AGBU, the Armenian General Benevolent Union. And we do look forward to other families stepping forward as well to sponsor more of these scholarships as time goes on. We're very fortunate to work with the AGBU. The AGBU is a well-recognized organization that has an established scholarship program. And all of the award winners for the AAHPO Nigerian Scholarship have to first be recognized by the AGBU. And that's because they have a very nice, careful vetting process to make sure those in need are the ones that receive. It also, the AGBU gives scholarships in the denomination of $5,000 and $10,000. Ours is a little smaller than that, but the idea was to make our donation, our scholarship, a little bit more impactful. So not only will they get the AGBU scholarship, but they get this as well. So we're very pleased to have this. Our first scholarship recipient is not doctor yet. He's a fourth-year medical student at the Vagelo School of Medicine, located at Columbia University. He graduated from Lehigh, where he was a presidential scholar and where he received an MPH in healthcare development. He's now applying to plastic surgery program. Scholarship award winner was born in Iran. He's Barska High. He moved to Yerevan, where he graduated from Yerevan State Medical University and received a medical degree. And upon graduation, he completed additional studies at the American University of Armenia, the School of Public Health, where he got a master's in public health. Along the way, he has over 25 peer-reviewed publication and abstracts, really quite an accomplishment. He has just completed, but not been awarded, his PhD in public health epidemiology. Ladies and gentlemen, really join me in giving a big round of applause to our colleague, Erin Babalia. Congratulations. It really, on behalf of our family and our community of healthcare providers throughout the New York metropolitan area, we admire all of your hard work and dedication to the Armenian cause and all of your academic accomplishments. We're so proud of you.
Thank you very much. I'm very humbled, and this award actually gives me more responsibility to give back to the community, especially Armenian and Artsakhi Armenians community. And that's what I'm going to do down the line, then now that I'm getting graduated. And lastly, I would like to thank everyone, including AAHPO and Nigerian Family Foundation for their support, financial support, emotional support for me to complete this journey.
Dr. Najari invited Dr. Lynn Chatton to speak about the ways people can donate to support continuing education program in Artsakh, including purchases of candles.
2 years ago, AAHPO came up with the candle project, and our first candle was the Yerevan candle. This year we decided to support another area in Armenia, and we made the Artsakh candle, which is the aroma of sandalwood. And we had this as a fundraiser for Christmas time. But these are we call them the Light of Love candles because we love all these cities in Armenia. Perhaps we'll do a third one to make a nice trio. All the proceeds from these candle purchases go to AAHPO. Every candle, it comes beautifully wrapped. It's from Next Stop, so it's like your next stop destination is Armenia. And they all come with a matchbook that has a nice little fun fact about Armenia.
The event concluded with Dr. Najarian outlining AAHPO's calendar events for the rest of the year.
Upcoming activities, we are going to have a dinner meeting over the summer. We're going to have Dr. Balian speak about scientific protocols, drug research in Armenia, which he's promoting actively. We're also going to have a football game at West Point. West Point versus Georgia, October 1st. It's a great family event. It's outdoors, COVID protected. This is at West Point, and we're going to get together for dinner afterwards. And then we have a fundraiser coming up for the CME program. That will be in mid-October.
It is uncertain times when COVID-19 is still with us, and Armenia and Artsakh are in unprecedented danger. Medical assistance provided by AAHPO is more important than ever.